some ass, baby, come make you some gas. I need a bitch who gon' shake some, come make you some dance. Yeah, make it clap like hands and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again. I need a bitch with some ass, baby, come make you some bands. I need a bitch who gon' shake some, come make you some dance. Make it clap like hands and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again.
Baby, just do it again. There's nothing can fuck with the clan. She doing it for dollars and grand. It's jumping, I'm watching it land. Oh man, he a lane, he a fan. That glizzy is making the mad. This bitch, she going, she in the van. I smoke, I fuck up the land. My weed, Chris Tuck, Jackie Chan. Flex on them, they know I ain't playing. Really game, bitch, you won't get drugged. Fuck around, end up in the trunk. Flats in my system, bitch, I'm busting. Whole lot of game, shit is nothing. She a thotty with a body, fuck a thotty gang. G Live club structure, bitch, I made it rain. Strawberry whipped cream. I fuck these, I'ma see what she was talking. She ain't got nothing on me.
I need a bitch with some ass, baby, come make you some dance. I need a bitch who gon' shake some, come make you some dance. Yeah, make it clap like hands and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again. I need a bitch with some ass, baby, come make you some bands. I need a bitch who gon' shake some, come make you some dance. Make it clap like hands and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again.
Little bitch, my name is Blue. Bitch, I can't fuck with you. Man, who the fuck is you? It's my religion true. All that you did, I do. The hustle king. Hustling is the only thing I do. Bitch, PHE the crew. Little bitch, they call me Blue. But I got some bands for you. And you a friend or two. I'm with my homie Dollars too. I got some bands to do. I mean, we got some bands to throw. Listen to that ass on the floor. She saying she ready to go. I got some bread to go. I'm with dollars and grains. Bitch, call me so low. Cause I'm throwing the bags. Bitch, give me some of that ass. The king on the track. With dollars and grains. I can watch your head go, get you some bands, I'm counting back. Old school rap, bitch, I'm bringing it back. Bitch, I'm killing the track, Mikey Blue and that sound, bitch, that's the hell of a neck. VAG, yeah.
I need a bitch with some ass, baby, come make you some dance. I need a bitch who can shake some, come make you some dance. Yeah, make it clap like hands, and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again. I need a bitch with some ass, baby, come make you some dance. I need a bitch who gon' shake some, come make you some dance. Make it clap like hands and make it clap again. Then again and again, then again and again.
Again and again.
Yeah, the rest just plays out.
Yo, man, it's the Chop It Up Podcast. It's your boy Hawk Life, and I got a good one for you today. What you just heard was Shake Something Again and Again by my guest, independent artist Blue Hustle is in the building.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
What's happening, man? Tell us about the making of Shake Something, that club banger.
Man, so shout out to my boy Mikey Dollars. We two of the biggest independent artists in Chicago, and man, we've been working together and getting booked together since we came up. So one day we was like, fuck it, let's get in the studio together, and just kind of happened.
Absolutely. So what inspired you to start making music?
I've actually been making music since I was 12. I always found it as an outlet to where it feels like I'm talking to somebody when I'm writing, even though I'm not talking to nobody. It's always been an outlet for me to express my feelings and, you know, let my emotions out in the correct way and just be passionate about something, you know. So
Yeah. You mentioned you was from Chicago. I'm from New Orleans, and I know how it is here growing up, and it was rough, and that inspired me musically. How did Chicago inspire you?
Um, you know, honestly, seeing and growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, um, just wanting to help people, man. I mean, the South, East, and West Side are absolutely poverty stricken. There's so many homeless people. Uh, Even in the neighborhoods that ain't that bad, we got the politics all fucked up. So,
Mm,
um, basically, growing up in Chicago, it just made me want to do better and make better for my, my fellow community members and everybody who I vibe with, and the average American human being who ain't got $1 million in their bank account to go and fix whatever problem they got.
yeah, absolutely. Where did your name come from?
So, funny story. My old nickname used to be Blueberry, and as you can see, I'm pretty skinny. But
Yeah.
I used to be like 5'4", 200 pounds. So one time I came to the pool wearing all black and blue because that's all I used to wear, and my friend was like, "Man, you look like a giant blueberry," and then it went from that to just blue, and then I always been about my hustle, so it kind of evolved from blueberry to blue, then to blue, eventually blue hustle, So that's how it came about. But yeah, like I said, funny story. It all came because I was overweight and I wore an all blue outfit to the pool.
It's crazy. Tell me about Capote Industry.
So that's my partner up there in Oregon. Big shout out to Leroy Capote. Um,
Mm,
he he's out here to do the same thing I'm doing. Basically, just help independent artists, help them get their distribution, help them get monetization, promote, market them, teach them how to not get screwed by these big name labels, and you know, that's like I said, that's one of my main partners. He owns Capote Industry. I'm the owner and CEO of BHG Blue Hustle Group, and we collab on a lot of projects, whether it be with our artists or with helping out the customers or whoever it may be. We definitely do a lot of work together.
Absolutely. We gonna have more questions for y'all in a minute. We're gonna get back into this music. What you about to hear now is Vitamin D. My guy
This,
Blue Hustle.
this that joint right here.
Yeah.
New Dove Mint Plus Care Ultimate is an ultra hydrating antiperspirant that glides on smoothly without irritation. So whether you're
That was coming. Get that out right quick. Sorry, we going through a little commercial break.
Oh, you good?
Anyways, fucking up shit. But yeah, man, if you tuning in this Chop It Up the podcast, we interviewing Chicago independent artist Blue Hustle. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tune in and get in the building, get in the mix of things. You don't want to miss out.
Trappers full of junkies, they got all the fiends in the back.
Oh, make sure you don't miss nothing. Man.
Trappers full of junkies, they got all the fiends in the backwood. Nigga, push on weed. Take your bitch like vitamins and push on D. I live like too fast, nigga. I don't do the speed limit. You ain't got no money or no job that don't work. And it don't with my mother, brothers, they do their dirt for me. Trappers full of junkies, they got all the fiends in the backwood. Nigga, push on weed. Take your bitch like vitamins and push on D.
Pop a perk and go to work when I'm on the track. I go berserk. My hands clean, got no dirt. I'm killing shit with my brother Murphy. If on them they got the work, I'm smoking woods. We got the perk. We burn shit, yeah, they back to back. Moon rock in my sack. Smoke bro with your bitch, yeah, homie, she ain't even coming back. All we smoke is cracks. All we smoke is pack. Now we don't lack. Now we don't slack. We take now for you hate to see it. Fucking your bitch, I'm going deep. I'll give her a study. Yeah, give her a study. After that, I'll put her ass to sleep. Cuddle you man, cause you got what I need. Can't nobody hit it but me. Buy back when I feel with some weed.
Trap house full of junkies, they got all of the fiends in it. Bad backwood, nigga, put some weed in it. Take your bitch like vitamins and put some D. I live life too fast, nigga, I don't do the speed limit. You ain't got no money or no job, that don't work. And don't with my brothers, they do that dirt for me. Trap house full of junkies, they got all of the fiends in it. Bad backwood, nigga, put some weed in it. Take your bitch like vitamins and put some D.
That version might have had the echo from my phone or some because that definitely wasn't the original version. Some sounded a little off. But everybody go check it out. It's available on all platforms. Vitamin D by Blue Hustle. Produced by Murph Dilly. He's also on the chorus. Um, yeah, man, big shout out to him. And yeah, like I said, that's one of my top tracks. That's literally my most requested song to perform that I got. So pretty much every time I get booked, I perform that track.
I'm trying to tell you. That thing hard. It's something
Oh,
like that.
thank you, brother.
I
I
fucks with it. I
appreciate
like the
that.
vibe. I like it's a fun song. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you enjoy. I could tell you enjoy making. What I also could tell is that you got experience in this game. You've been doing it for a while. How would you
Yes, sir.
describe? How would you describe your growth from when you first started making music to now?
Um, Shit, when I started making music, I was recording in a closet. I
Mm,
mean, I literally got it from the mud. Now I
good
own
shit.
my own label. I'm completely monetized and distributed. I'm able to put others on as well as help my own career. So, it's not. I trust me. I still got plenty of ways to go, and
Mm,
I'm grateful for every blessing and opportunity that I get. But it's night and day compared to the beginning of my career as to now because, like I said, I went from rapping in a closet for begging people to listen to my music to now actually getting paid for my music and recording with professional people. I got obviously got the two songs with Mikey Dollars and then with Merv Dilly, and I'm also working on a single with one of the kings in Chicago, King Louie. So everybody be on the lookout for that. And like I said, man, I'm just blessed to be where I'm at.
absolutely. What would you tell somebody that want to jump in this business for the first time and navigate their way through this music?
Um, be prepared to not invest only a lot of time, but a lot of money.
Mm,
You gotta be 100% committed to this. I mean,
mm,
I see plenty of people do it who got a 9 to 5 and are artists on the side. Um, but if you want to own your own company and do the whole 9 yards, you gotta, man. When I'll put it to you this way: the first year of my company, there wasn't a Monday through Friday where I didn't work less than 14, 16 hours.
yeah. So what message would you want your fans to take from your music?
Um, Everybody know that I'm here basically to first of all I thank all my supporters, but I'm basically here for people like them, people who can vibe with my music, kind of get away from reality. It might help them with a long stressful day, and then again I'm here to help the average individual and independent artist. I also didn't get to mention I have a lot of underlying conditions. I've had 7 strokes, over
Mm,
30 seizures.
I got MS and type 1 diabetes. So the main thing I would like to accomplish with everything is being able to cure one of them diseases, if not help as many people as I can along the way that I can.
Mm.
So
To hear your story and to see how you pushing through it and the stuff that you've been through, you know, you are a true definition, I think, of you are not defined by what you go through. It's how you manage it.
thank
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And if there's anybody out there that needed to hear that message, you just got that message. You know, if I had to say it again, it's not what you go through, it's how you manage. You know what I'm saying? If somebody out there with a goal, you're trying to be something in life, you want to do it, man, go ahead and do it, man. Don't stop. Don't let nothing stop you from doing it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh,
straight
who
up.
are the who are the top 5 artists in your playlist today?
Um, Honestly, I'm a big old school guy, but Weezy is always gonna be number one on my playlist. Um, Number two is probably Juice World. Uh, number three, uh, number three, I'm gonna have to go with. I really mess with Kodak, so I'm gonna have to put
Yeah.
him number three. Uh, I'll probably put Young Boy number four, and Nipsey Hussle is one of my major influences besides Lil Wayne, so I still listen to him a lot. So I'll probably have to put him number five.
Yeah. So, what? Let the people know you got any new music coming out, man. Right there, let them know what you got in the works with you.
So I got a show this Saturday. Big shout out to Stacks the Realist. Um, I got a show in Indiana. Like I said, I'm from Chicago, but I do a lot of out of town shows.
Mhm.
Catch my booking in all my bios. Um, Besides that, like I said, I got the song coming up with King Louis. Other than that, I'm just focused on the two singles that you guys heard today. You guys can find Shake Some and Vitamin D by Blue Hustle on every platform. And yeah, man, like I said, a lot of shows, those three tracks, and just a lot of work behind the scenes, getting all those three things in order. And staying consistent, staying persistent, um, not letting my health issues deter me from accomplishing what I need to. Um, Also, big shout out to Power 92. That's one of the major radio stations out here. I'm gonna be performing for one of them. I'm gonna be performing for them one of these Thursdays or Saturday or Sundays. We're working out the booking as we speak, and just big shout out to Zodo and DJ K Caesar. Um, Catch me on Power 92. And yeah, man, honestly, just stay working. And like I said, we're going to be hitting other states and just putting in as much work as possible.
Yes, indeed. How important is it for you to stay independent rather than going with a big company? I know you got your own company now, but how important was that for you in your early stages?
Um, if it were the right record deal, I would take it.
Mm,
Just take care of my family. But um, the best deal you can look for as an artist is a distribution deal,
mhm,
because all they do is put out your music, promote it, market it. You literally ain't got to do a damn thing but sign it, and you getting a whole check, and they only getting 20, maybe 30% of it.
mm.
So that's the best deal that you could get. I'll take that any day. Um, but besides that, I'm not thirsty for a record deal. But like I said, if the right one came across, even if it so happened to be six figures, I would highly consider it. Especially if it was one of them artists that I named. Um,
I would consider, knowing that they would take care of me, and just the potential that I got from working with them, and being able to do songs with them, go on tour with them, things of that nature. That's going to raise my price automatically and allow me to obtain more revenue than me just staying independent. And man, I built a ton of connections. Like, shout out to Juicy J, Jim Jones, Lil Scrappy, Young Jock, Sway, Lazy Bone, Twista, Shauna. Um, them are just some of the people I've headlined with. But Do or Die, Crucial Conflict. Definitely can't forget about y'all, legends in the city. Um, but Yeah, I got a lot of connections. But when you're with a label, you get so much easier plug than we have to do it ourselves. We literally got to do every step of being able to get plugged. Like, we got to set up the booking. We got to be able to be at the same spot at the same time as that artist. We got to have that artist be able to fuck with us. We got to be on our A game when we open up for that artist, because if we got the motherfucking fans down before he goes up, he ain't finna be all happy and chopping it up in VIP. He wants some motherfuckers rocking by the time he gets on stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like he said, it take a lot of work and dedication to do this shit. Like I just started a label from the ground up, not too much revenue, and it's been a process. Cause when you don't
Yeah,
have nothing funneling in, and you got to put all the put out, in the long run, God willing, you know what I'm saying, it'll work itself out. But you know that you taking the 50-50. So, and it's just the dedication in this shit, and that's what I wanted to tell the artists out here. You know, if you thinking about doing
definitely.
this shit, you gotta put a lot of dedication into this shit. You know what I'm saying? A
Yep.
lot of your time and focus and effort. Excuses ain't gonna cut it. You can't. You think Lil Durk and them making excuses? No, them motherfuckers in the studio all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Live, breathe, eat that shit, man.
And if they doing shit like this where, we gaining connections and gaining exposure and, meet new people, and this ain't gonna be just one and done the last time we meet each other. We're gonna do business in the future. So this is more beneficial than just me coming on your platform or you giving me an interview. That's what I want other artists to understand. Like, you gotta build bridges. You know what I'm saying? They always say don't um don't burn bridges, but shit, if you ain't got no bridges to burn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta build them motherfuckers for that shit to even happen. So I'll keep it real. Unfortunately, last week, um, due to technical errors on my part, not the host part, he was 100% professional. We had to reschedule for this week, and you know that it it was salty on my part, but we handled it in a professional way to where we could still make both parties happy, and both
Absolutely.
parties knew that each other wasn't bullshitting on what we were talking about. So it's not what you do, is how you do it. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So if you build these connections correctly and you approach them the right way and you treat them with the utmost respect as long as they deserve it, they're gonna do the same thing for you. You know what I'm saying? So, um, man, just having this conversation with this brother and being on his platform, I know he could definitely help a lot of people with their careers as well as could I. So, like he said, man, make sure y'all like, share, comment, do everything to reach out to us, and man, we're willing to help any artist, any supporter, anybody who needs it. So,
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I built this platform of, for connections, to promote, to market these artists, because there's a lot of dope ass artists that ain't being heard. Some stars of
yes,
tomorrow
sir.
and today. There's some dope ass talent out here in the world that just, they grew up in the mud, they grew up in the struggle. I know the struggle. I seen a lot of artists. get stuck in the struggle, get stuck in the tough slums, you know what I'm saying, the tough bullshit, you know what I'm saying? The streets will eat you up and eat you alive. But a lot of people got these pain stories they need to tell, you know what I'm saying? And to see some of them brothers make it out their situation, and some of them artists make it out their situation, you know, where they was trying to get somewhere, and now to see them somewhere, you know. That's the dope shit that I want to see happen. I want to see
Hell
everybody
yeah.
win. But like this brother said, man, follow him on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can book him if you like. There's an email. You can book him at I want to make sure I get it right. TP Paraki,
Um,
I
you
guess.
you could just do the you could book me at bluehustlegroup@gmail.com.
Blue Hustle Group at Gmail. You know what I'm saying? You can catch him everywhere on all platforms. On all platforms. On all platforms. On all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope interview. We talked about everything. Nice to get time
Yes,
to get
sir.
more serious a little bit, give him a little bit more serious talk. You did mention that you had MS. Tell him how that has affected your life and how music has, I'm assuming, helped you.
Man, it's rough because I go through a lot of pain, man, especially with having seizures. Um, Between the MS and the diabetes, it could change my whole day within 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I could go to sleep feeling fantastic, and I'll wake up like a motherfucking tornado just hit me. So I mean, it's definitely rough. I just had a radio interview with Tyrese Gibson's sister, Tyrese from Fast and the Furious, his sister Shantae, and she's epileptic as well. And me and her were just talking about how much having a seizure actually takes out of your body, and it's just so rough with that on top of the MS. Like I said, um, there's that, and I'll address another problem. Like there's people like me who is prescribed painkillers and shit like that for the diseases that I have, but it's like you don't want to take too many painkillers just because you're in pain all day. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to still function and do what you got to do, but at a certain point, it's like fuck. I either gotta take the painkillers and be a little mentally impaired, or I gotta fight through the pain and be physically impaired. So it's like that makes it a hard finding a happy medium as well.
Absolutely.
Because
And
I
I,
mean, that's a real problem in America, and yeah, like I said, I'm real honest. I'm prescribed to Xanax and oxycodone, and man, if I don't have my meds, it ain't a good thing. So, but I take my meds responsibly. I take them just how they're prescribed, and but some days you're just in more pain than others, and it's like, man, should I take more than I'm supposed to? Then it's like, no, that you think about the risks and the factors and all that other shit, and it's just not worth it. So, as long as you're a strong-willed person, which I'm not saying the addicts aren't, um, it's like I said, it's a very hard line to walk. So, I just wanted to address that as well. Anybody going through addiction problems can reach out to me because I could relate to you guys as well.
absolutely. This brother's, I really have to commend you because to say you're going through everything you're going through, you focus on helping other people. That
Thank you.
unselfishness right there is humbling. And if y'all don't understand, y'all understand later. To be unselfish, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of your own. Because he can be at home nursing his wounds, but instead he out trying to help other people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's big, man. And I think this was a dope interview. I hope somebody
I agree.
took something from it. Um, I know we definitely gonna link back up in the future. But definitely, man, it was dope talking to you, man. It was dope having you on. Like I told y'all, make sure y'all subscribe and follow them on all platforms. The booking information, BHG, I believe you said, gmail.com. Man, like I said, man, Chop It Up Podcast, man. It's your boy Hog Life. Special shout out to my guest,
Thank you, my
Blue.
brothers. Special shout out to y'all. Everybody follow Battle Rap Kingdom on Facebook, and man, keep doing y'all thing. And like he said, we're gonna be chopping it up in the future. So hopefully, I'll see y'all at a future time. And it was a great interview. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to speaking to you in the future.
Yes, sir. Chop it up. Let's talk.